Today I am going to teach you Faraday's laws of electrolysis. Michael Faraday was a great scientist. He studied about the quantitative aspect of electrolysis and observed that there existed definite relationship between the amount of the substance liberated at the electrode and the quantity of charge passed through an electrolyte. And he proposed an important statement which have been named after him, called as Faraday's laws of electrolysis. He proposed two laws called as Faraday's first law and Faraday's second law of electrolysis respectively. According to Faraday's first law of electrolysis, the quantity of the substance liberated at any electrode is directly proportional to the quantity of electrical charge passed through it. If suppose W or M is the mass of the substance liberated at the electrode and Q is the quantity of charge passed through an electrolyte, then according to Faraday's first law of electrolysis, W is directly proportional to Q. This proportional sign has been removed by a proportionality constant which is denoted by the symbol capital Z, and this Z is known as electrochemical equivalent. Now what is current? The rate of flow of charge is known as electric current. It means I is equal to Q upon T or Q is equal to IT. Now we can replace Q in equation number 1 by IT. Then the formula becomes as follows: W is equal to ZIT. If I is equal to 1 ampere, time is equal to 1 second or Q is equal to 1 coulomb, then the expression becomes as follows: W is equal to Z. Now we can easily define an electrochemical equivalent. The electrochemical equivalent is defined as the amount of the substance liberated at electrode on passing 1 coulomb charge through it or passing 1 ampere current for 1 second. Consider the following general reduction reaction: Mn2 positive plus n electron gives M solid. Suppose the atomic mass of the element M is small a and its valency as well as the number of electrons gained by it is equal to small m. Then the charge on one electron is 1.602 into 10 raised to a minus 19 coulomb. Charge on 1 mole of electrons will be equal to 1.602 into 10 raised to a minus 19 into 6.023 to 10 raised to 23. That is equal to 96488 coulomb mole inverse, or we can make it nearly equal to 96500 coulomb mole inverse, that is equal to 1 Faraday. So the numerical values of Faraday constant is 96500 coulomb per mole inverse. Now according to Faraday's first law of electrolysis, N into 96500 coulomb of charge will deposit a gram of element M. 1 coulomb of charge will deposit A upon N into 96500 coulomb gram of the substance. But 1 coulomb of charge also deposits that gram of element. Therefore, combining equation these two statements, we get Z is equal to A upon N into 96500. Substituting equation 3 in equation 2, we get W is equal to A upon N into 96500 multiplied by I into T, where E is the atomic mass of an element M, N is the valency, I is the current, and T is the time in second. Now according to Faraday's second law of electrolysis, when the same quantity of charge is passed through the solutions of different electrolytes connected in series, then the masses of the substance deposited at their respective electrodes are directly proportional to their equivalent masses. Consider two different electrolytes 1 and 2 connected in series. The quantity of electricity passed through them is suppose I. Then according to Faraday's second law of electrolysis, W1 upon W2 is equal to Z1 upon Z2, or we may say W1 upon W2 is equal to E1 upon 96500 divided by E2 upon 96500. Then W1 upon W2 is equal to E1 upon E2, where E1 is the equivalent of electrolyte 1, whereas E2 is the equivalent of electrolyte 2. So E1 is equal to A1 upon N1 and E2 is equal to A2 upon N2. Then the formula becomes as follows: W1 upon W2 is equal to A1 upon N1 into N2 upon A2.